All right, so time to go in depth with these cards. This is the full version of the Beltane and month ahead spread that I pulled yesterday on May the 4th. Um, so, what we're going to do is recap the cards that we pulled, um, recap the message, and I'm going to read from these guidebooks because some of these guidebooks have like meditations, affirmations, little interesting poems and stuff that could really benefit to you guys um, in these coming weeks. Um, this is a collective energy reading, so take what resonates and discard the rest. Save the video for later because maybe it doesn't hit just yet and you'll need it, the information or energy um, for later, because this is a reading that will last. If the message is for you, it's going to find you, and because it's the way our spirit guides work. Um, they send us messages, right? And we're like, we see things, signs and stuff, and we're like, oh yeah, that's funny, or oh, that's a coincidence. And then we see it again later after something big happens, and we're like, holy flying fuck, right? Um, Nature and our guides and our deities and our ancestors are funny like that. They like to keep things. They like to keep us on our toes. So first, we are gonna look back at the cards. So we have in the Druid Animal Oracle deck, we had the stag, guys. Um, Stag is pretty awesome. I love when we get the stag because I'm a deer girl myself. I mean, it totally meshes with the season too because we have Cernunnos energy there. If you follow any of the Celtic paths or the Wiccan Celtic, traditions. Then for Fairy Wisdom Oracle, we had Water Element. So we have like mermaid, water, fairy type energy coming in. We had the Moonology card, Full Moon in Cancer, right? Resolution is incoming, and we had both the Tower card, right, or Blasted Oak in this deck calls it, and the King of Vessels or Cups, the Heron, from the Wildwood Tarot deck. So let's get into it. So our druid animal is stag, correct? So that again is very masculine energy. Green man, Cernunnos, those types of deities. Sun deities would also be pretty closely into this energy as well. Um, in the book, it mentions pride, independence, purification. Um, so this really is time to attune to that energy. Um, this is a very protective energy. So, and it makes sense because we have a lot of emotional water based moments incoming. We have a tower moment incoming, or you've just gone through it. You're in the middle of it, or you've gone through it. So, having that little bit of extra protection is always nice, right? Um, he brings you qualities of grace, majesty, integrity, um, dignity. So when you're confronted with a situation where you feel vulnerable or under scrutiny, so if you have anything going on with court system, public appearances, ask Stag for a little bit of extra protection. Ask Cernunnos or any deity that you might have that you associate with the stag or the deer. It's independence in the spiritual and physical. And again, this is a very emotional, feeling related reading. So you are becoming independent in your emotions, spiritually, physically, mentally, all around, right? You're going to be finding strength and really gaining some insight over these next couple of weeks. In regards to your feelings and emotions, and it's going to be a struggle for some of you because I get it. There are emotions and feelings that I don't want to deal with, traumas that I don't want to deal with that make me feel a certain way. But once we face these fears, face these worries, we're going to come out on top on the other side of the mountain, and we're going to be like, holy fuck, and you're going to be able to see from all the perspectives, right? This is also associated with the birth tree and blessings towards beginnings. So this tower moment here, right? We have our blasted oak. We have our tower moment. And when we fall, right? When we fall off this little blasted tree here, we are going to be letting go of something, perhaps, or letting go of someone. Emotions can hold all kinds of things to us that are like stagnating us, pushing us down, right? So once we release that and let that go with this tower fall, we're opening up so many beginnings with stag here. We're opening up so many new, more fulfilling and satisfying feelings. So like you're opening yourself up to bringing love into your life, bringing happiness and peace of mind, from letting those old stagnant, angry, hurt, sad feelings go, right? Don't let certain things hinder your development though, like um, pride, um, and and stubbornness and arrogance. Don't let that um, pull you back down. When you're feeling the lifting and the letting go and the falling, don't let that take you back, right? Don't let the stubbornness and pride of not letting that go because of XYZ or that person did XYZ. Don't let that hold you back, because what it's really doing is keeping you in that place where you want to leave, right? It's time to release that what's the word? It's time to just release that feeling, that emotion that is holding you to those people, whether it's guilt or shame or even like um, disappointment in them. Like, just it's time to just, okay, if that's a them problem and not a me problem, let's get this shit going kind of energy. You know what I mean? So that's our friend Stag. And since we did mention quite a bit of the Tower and the King of Vessels, so Tower, some people are scared of the Tower, but it can actually be a good change incoming. You just gotta, just same with like the Devil card, what's the other one, Justice, and some of those other ones like the Three of Swords. They're more so not to scare you. They're just trying to guide you in a direction that's going to benefit you instead of, you know, right? And then we got Gwen in the background itching. This is my little Cerberus. No, you're not gonna get to go out yet. We're right in the middle of it right now. And then we have King of Vessels, the King of Cups. So again, more masculine energy. So you are being protected. You are safe in the letting go of these emotions. Fully embrace the feminine side during this time. Let the tears fall if they need to. Take a nice long hot bath and just tears, right? Water element, get back to water. So that we can just cleanse ourselves in a way that the elements and our energies and our deities are helping us with, right? And then what we got here? Hold on here. I know the one, there's like a Blasted Oak is page 68. I know they have like little fun sayings and stuff in here, and there's just so much fun, interesting, because like in the typical tarot decks, like there's no, it's like it's everything, right? But this one has different symbolisms because it's also focusing on like different Wiccan and Celtic, right, like energies. So we have roots and branches. Okay, so that's big. So since the Tower is a tree, it's also kind of a way, you know, it's saying you need to ground. You need to come back down to earth. You are way up too high in some of this emotional crap. You need to come back down, baby. So like tempers are hot and they're rising, right? Come back down to earth, ground, cleanse reset, refresh, recharge. Am I right? Primal force, curative destruction, the bolt from the blue, the flash of spiritual illumination, a clean break. See that branch? It's completely broken away. Nothing like left held on, one tiny little branch holding on. No, no, no. It's a clean fucking break. And that's what you need. That's what you need right now. Collective needs clean break. Fire of creation, breaking the mold, rising from the ashes of destruction. Think Phoenix energy. Okay, you see, you got the fire is burning those little chains away. The clean break in the tree. Oh, she moved. I can bring this back over here. So I can reach it. Even as you're falling, the power that floods the senses with pain is also cleansing and burning away illusions, falsehoods. And as we reach for the stable earth, the power grounds itself through us. So we're not even touching the earth yet, and it's already grounding us. It's already like sucking away all of that that toxic energy, that the lies, the arrogance, the stuff that's just holding us back. Anything that's holding us back, it's already grounding you. It's already cleansing you and burning it away, so that the water can do that one final push and wash it. Okay. What appears to be random dissolution or destruction of your beliefs or relationships, it's timely, it's natural. The sea swallows what was built on shifting sand. You're liberated from being a powerless victim. You have a base on which your inner strength can adapt and evolve. Okay, so with the Tower card, though, this is going to happen with some unexpected speed, and it's gonna like boop boop whip you in the shape a little bit there. But it's also symbolic of a way, the universe is always creating and destroying and creating and destroying. We're always evolving and growing, and sometimes we get stuck in a certain place, right? So right now the collective is stuck. Like, we started evolving, we started growing, and then we got stuck again. And now, through the collective purging, so to speak, of cleansing and grounding ourselves, keeping on going with that inner work and those inner changes, it's going to come and really like flow outward. You're going to attract all of that abundance, all that love, all that energy to you once you start letting go of that other crap, right? And and I noticed this kind of stuff came up into a couple of your guys' freebie Fridays too. So really, you got this. You got this. You're getting there. You're already getting there. You may not realize it right now because you're still in the thick of it, but you're about to break through that wall and find the diamonds, right? Let's see, roots and branches. And then we have the King of Herons. I had him just the other day. Oh, here we go. King is the heron. Okay. He is the king of the water, man. He is the king of your emotions. He is that mentor or individual who is going to offer you advice. He is going to just gently wash over you with protection, with love, with healing, his consideration, his compassion. It's not weak. That's his strength, and that's going to be your strength once you come out on the other side. Once your issues reach that resolution in this coming 2 to 3 weeks. I'm getting 2 to 3 weeks is what this reading is for. The Beltane energy is just going to wash over May, right? And it's just going to, and I mean, it makes sense too, that because the stag is essentially Cernunnos, and this is his month. This is like his time, right? March through April is like his main element, spring coming into summer. And so he is greeting the dawn in this picture. He is gifted in psychic perception and reflection, fairness, honesty, honor, right? So just keep an eye on how you treat people in these couple of weeks. No matter how emotional or struggle of a tower moment you're having, keep in mind that honesty, that compassion for yourself and for others. Because you know what? We're all going through it right now. We are all going through it. So that person on the road who cuts you off, they have an inner turmoil going on. Don't let that be, don't let the external ruin your internal, if that makes sense. Um, Diplomacy, broad minded perspective, tracks and pathways, artistic abilities, purposeful equality, responsibility, consideration and affection, support, companionship. That's all of what the King of Cups embodies. And so just practice it. Practice the compassion to yourself in the mornings when you wake up. Practice the compassion for others during the day when somebody fucks up at work or gets snippy with you. You know, just be like, hey, obviously something's going on. I can't help you with it because you're taking it out on me. I'm gonna go do my shit when you're ready to talk. You know, right? So this could be also, like I said, artistic ability. Um, let your art help your emotions flow through. If you're that kind of a person, paint, draw, write, um, dance. Dance is an art form, right? Sing. Get that artistic creativity flowing, and that emotion will flow right out of you. And, you know, put it on exhibit, publish it, you know, whatever you need to do to get that artistic um, device out there. You know, use that as your voice if you can't do anything other than, you know, if you feel like you are having trouble doing something else to get your voice heard, use your art to do so. Your poems, your short stories, your paintings, your watercolor, oil, whatever it is that your medium is, you know, get it done, get it out there. Paint, even if it's just a bunch of colors to represent your emotions, right? Do it. Frame it, and then you can be like, that was in me and now it's outside of me. It doesn't, it's not going to take control of me anymore. If that makes, does it make sense? Totally makes sense, right? Totally. Anyways, and then we have our fairy here and our moon here, right? So moonology is a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So we are heading into Gemini season, right? Which is really cool because Gemini, and then it hits Cancer season, right? So about a month, right? And then I think, yeah, your resolution is incoming. You may be going through this tower moment, but your resolution is incoming. And you know what? I always like this. Let the moon be your guide. Talk to the moon. The moon is the one of the driving forces behind emotions. Selene, the goddess Selene, the goddess Artemis, um, any kind of moon deity that you can think of, right? Talk to them. Tell them your sadness. Tell them your angers, and let them take it from you, right? Your ancestors. Your ancestors are both sun and moon, so like talk to them more. Let them take it and release it, right? Full moon in Cancer. Oh, I passed it. Now this one has attuned to the moons. I like to read those out to you guys. It's always so fun. Okay, attuned to the moon, right? It may be best to move toward what you want in a sideways manner. So this one is saying, you gotta think outside the box. This tower moment, you gotta think outside the box. You gotta move a little sideways to get back on the straight, right? Life isn't linear, right? You're going to have ups and downs, but you also can move around things. So if there's a mountain in your way and there's a path, you can see a path around it. Take that path around it. Maybe it takes a little bit longer to get to your point B, but from your point A to your point B, at least you're making progress. You're getting there. You're going around, right? Zigzag. What is it? Serpentine. Serpentine that shit. Serpentine that shit, guys. Okay? Uh, Stop sulking. Get some family time in. Meditation. Let's see. This card suggests that maybe a domestic matter or a private issue is going to come to a head, and like move shit around in your house. If you can't make a physical, complete, big, like move from one place to another, like rearrange something in your home. Just take one room, rearrange it, reorganize it, go through some bins, go through some drawers, get rid of shit that, declutter, 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 declutter. Rearrange and declutter, and you're going to notice that energy starting to shift a little bit to where you can focus on more of your creative and artistic shit, right? Sometimes that's all it takes. One room, just moving things around in that sideways manner, and then you can be like, oh, I got this idea. Ooh, I got that idea. Let's do it. Let's write it down. Let's get it out. And then you're good. You're golden. Am I right? Am I right? So let that heated feeling get there, and then creativity out. Right? Right. Because remember, we're all going through it. We're all having this. This is collective. So, baby, we are all going through it, and it's gonna take a little bit of time. Okay, water element. Our fairies that are in the water. Our fairies, our nymphs, our mermaids in the water. They're saying flow. Water. It's the elixir of life on earth. Astral or universal energy that permeates all things. That's where you're going to cleanse yourself, baby. Water is also the divine feminine. Protect its purity. Don't be wasteful of water. And remember that water has no fixed state. It's constant state of flux. So if this card's appeared, then you need to work consciously on appreciating water, appreciating what it does for you, and allowing it to heal you, allowing it to transform you, right? Who is it? Bruce Lee said that's, so Bruce Lee, look up Bruce Lee talking about water. I don't remember exactly what he says, but that comes to mind when I'm reading about this, when I'm reading to you guys. Rewatch that little clip where he's talking about water and flowing with as water, as a person, as a human. Bruce Lee. So consider carefully all the ways you use water. Do you turn the water off when you're brushing your teeth? Are you always being grateful for water? Because the gratitude towards water, if you're constantly grateful for water, I mean, it's always going to come back to you with good energy, right? The more you, there's even a book. There's the healing power of water, by a Japanese man. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Read that book too. If you are in for some new reading material, read about the healing powers of water. I think his last name started with an M. I can't remember right now. I'm gonna have to go look that up myself, because it's in there now. It's like, it's like they're saying, go, take it. Ask element of water to purify your emotions and your intents, to help you see clearly, in calmness, on a deeper level. Because water element is like, come to me. Like, take care of me so I can take care of you. You know what I mean? So, and this one, this little book comes with little chants. So this says, I honor the fluidity of life. I dance in the spirit of water. I drink in its substance deeply. I am thus sustained, so be it. And to be buoyant today. Yeah, so that ends our little deep video about the reading that we posted about. And yeah, this video is going to stay posted on YouTube. And if you want to book a personal reading for a specific question or goings-on situation in your life that you need some guidance on or some extra help on, I have big 13-20 card spreads that will really dive deep into guidance and what have you. So just click on that link in the bio and set up a booked reading. And, dive deep into that for you. There's also a witchy wish list. If you are wanting to tip me in a nice way, there is a list of books down there that I've been wanting to read. And then if you just want to tip a few dollars because you can't like afford a full reading right now, then that's fine too. I'm welcoming that. I'm appreciating that. And even if you can't donate your funds, there is also sharing, liking, subscribing, all that fun stuff to keep the algorithm going on Instagram and on YouTube. So everybody have a wonderful May. June, I will post a new video, I think, because this is kind of fun. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. We're going to do one monthly YouTube reading along with our little like weekly, oracle poll on Instagram, like one card pulls, and then Freebie Friday is every other week. So yeah, follow me on Instagram. All the links are there in my bio, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.